We'll first start out with sales tax. We start tonight with the sales tax report. This is for sales tax collected in August, which is reported by the Oklahoma Tax Commission. The year-to-date combined sales and use collections are up 0.42%. That's slightly below the 0.50% we budgeted for, but better than this time last year, which was down 0.29%. To break it down, year-to-date sales tax collections are down 1.6% compared to this time last year when collections were down 0.42%. Year-to-date use tax is up significantly, 11.43%. Lodging tax collections are up over this time last year by 6.84%. As you know, the city is primarily funded through sales and use tax, and we budgeted for this fiscal year conservatively after sales tax collections finished down 0.21% for the fiscal year 2024. So we continue to monitor that closely. Turning to the holiday season, on a more festive note, it's the time of year when holiday celebrations fill the calendar for residents and visitors. Going on right now at Arcadia Lake is gearing up for another great season of their walk-through trick-or-treat adventures, Storybook Forest. Attendees will get to walk the trails and experience different setups that are every kid's favorite story. In addition to the candy, families can enjoy a hayride, storytelling, and s'mores. The fun began last week and runs nightly through October 30th. Storybook Forest is open evenings from 5:30 to 8:30. Tickets must be purchased in advance through the City of Edmond's website. And then, just as everybody is gearing up to celebrate Thanksgiving, residents and visitors can enjoy an enchanted stroll at Mitch Park when Luminance kicks off. The annual walk-through holiday light display begins November 22nd with an opening night celebration. Those festivities start at 4 o'clock and include amazing light displays, a drone show, the Merry Marketplace vendor pop-up, food truck performances, ice skating, and pictures with Santa. There will be something for the entire family, including cookie decorating with Mrs. Claus and Christmas-themed garland craft. After opening night, the walkthrough will be on display every night through January 1st from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. and it's free to the public. We encourage all to come out. We've been talking about this for some time, but we now will begin to see more wayfinding signs coming up to Edmond. Very soon, a project that we've been working on for quite some time will begin to pop up around Edmond. Visit Edmond has been working with several city departments as well as ODOT, or Oklahoma Department of Transportation, and our vendor, Geograph, to finalize messaging and construction of 100 new wayfinding signs that will direct visitors and residents to downtown Edmond, community attractions, UCO, and other school and athletic facilities, the Conference Center, Downtown Library, City Hall, YMCA, parks, and Arcadia Lake. This project will be another step in promoting Edmond as a destination for visitors from around the region and beyond. Paid from a combination of $750,000 in ARPA funding and $500,000 ACOG grant, 100 wayfinding signs will be going up around Edmond by the end of the year. On a special note, we want to stop and thank some special employees with the city. We often talk about the Oklahoma Standard, the willingness to pitch in and help friends and neighbors in times of need. And honestly, that is the Edmond Standard when it comes to the people at Edmond Electric and Daily, the dedicated professionals with our Edmond Fire Department. As they have done after weather impacts around the country many, many times before, Edmond Electric sent out personnel in response to the call for help and recovery efforts after Hurricane Milton hit Florida. A team of 8 spent 10 days traveling and working to help restore power to thousands of residents. They deployed specifically to Lakeland, Florida, leaving home October 8th and worked countless hours before returning October 18th. Our crews worked in flooded and dangerous conditions to bring much needed power back to the Lakeland residents. I hope you will join me in thanking them for helping those in need. Also, thank you goes out to their families for sacrificing their time to allow the aid that the Edmond Electric staff provided. With us tonight are 4 of those dedicated volunteers who assist in the mutual aid efforts. If they're here, if they want to either stand or wave their hand. Clint Seaman, Jason Smith, CJ Smitsky, Austin LeBeau, and we need to recognize 4 others from Edmond Electric who couldn't be here tonight. Actually, I think they're working at Storybook Forest tonight, so they just tirelessly volunteer. They include Travis Matthews, Nick Emerson, Tristan Stefani, and Ben Pruitt. Let's give them a round of applause. And they're waiting for me to be done so they can go home, I guess. I would be proud to point out that if this was the one-time thing, but truthfully, Edmond Electric, can I read that? Always does this. Also responding as they always do is Edmond firefighters who deployed in support of OKC Task Force 1, a group comprised of firefighters from several municipal OKC area fire departments. A team of 16 area firefighters from Edmond, Oklahoma City, Norman, and Chickasaw deployed to Florida in preparation for Hurricane Milton. Thanks. Edmond Fire Captain Jason Hazard is here. There he is, right in the back. Responded as part of our team, which stayed just outside of Florida and Georgia. Thankfully, the intensity of the storm decreased before reaching land, and flooding and devastation that was expected did not occur. So the resources of this second team were not needed. The team remained on standby in Georgia for a few days before returning to Oklahoma. Thank you, Captain. Let's give him a round of applause. All right. There's something discharging in my eyes, sorry. Early voting. Oklahoma County Election Board is providing an opportunity for in-person early voting at the Multi-Activity Center, or MAC, in Mitch Park, beginning Wednesday through Saturday, November 2nd. The voting site will be open from Wednesday, October 30th through 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Thursday, October 31st, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Friday, November 1st, and Saturday, November 2nd, with November 2nd being open 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Residents are advised that there will be likely traffic impacts around Mitch Park, including on Santa Fe and Covell Road. We encourage everybody to get out and vote. Lastly, we have a couple of staff news to report. First, I wanted to share that Ryan Oxner, let's raise your hand, Ryan.
Oh, there is.
The city's director of community quality has been appointed the new city manager of Cushing, Oklahoma. In his 15 years with the city of Edmond, Ryan has played an integral role in initiatives that improve the quality of life for Edmond residents. I want to highlight a few of those: adoption of the tree preservation ordinance, work with the Edmond Land Conservancy to place 25 acres of city-owned land south of Hagefer Park into a conservation easement, revitalization improvements to Stevenson Park, as well as adding a new splash pad, a new playground at 10 Anderson Park. Just as impactful as the projects are, the relationship he fostered with internal stakeholders as well as external ones, especially with the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board, Land Conservancy, and the Urban Forestry Commission, has been great. I want to again thank Ryan for his 15 years and good luck up in Cushing.
Absolutely.
Second, back in 2017, Larry Stevens selected a young man to lead our fire department. He didn't pay me to say that, so. Coming out of Oklahoma City's fire department with 24 years of experience, Chris Goodwin joined the city as its new fire chief. You want to raise your hand, Chief? Since 2017, Chief has led Edmond's fire with great leadership in class. Respected by his peers throughout the city and across Oklahoma, Edmond and his residents have benefited greatly. The department's accomplishments and continuous improvements are second to none. Earlier or late last week, Chief let me know that he is ready and excited to start a new chapter in his life and will be stepping down and retiring as fire chief December 1st. With a tinge of sadness, I accepted his retirement, but I know all of council and the staff are excited to see your next chapter with your wife and family. So thank you so much, Chief. That, Mayor, is the update.